What is going on, comic fans? Welcome to the Legion of Comics, and I've got a fun video today. We're going to be talking CGC unboxing, Silver Age keys, a little bit of speculation, beating the market, and how to really shop for some really good books that are going to be looked over, but not for much longer. Don't go anywhere. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Let's go. Don't forget to check the description. I got links to fantastic resources like Big Time Collectibles, JustinComicx cleaning, pressing, grading services, as well as ABX Comics and Games. If you want to set up a pool list where you don't miss out on weekly books or anything, check them out. They can be your long distance comic shop because they are, in fact, the YouTube community's comic shop. So let's get into it. I've got a package in. I got my first real key of 2025. I haven't really necessarily felt like doing too much key hunting, but I always have my eyes open and I have a huge want list. And not necessarily a want list. I just love comic books. I love Marvel comics, DC comics, obviously. And when I come across stuff that I like for a killer price, I tend to jump on it. And there's certain books that I always kind of have a blind eye on out there and always kind of keep a watch out the corner of my eye, and this one was one that I kind of felt pressured to go back and check on, and I went ahead and pulled the trigger because I think now is the time to get it, because not long from now could be not the time to get it. Sounds like the wife's walking in. Let me hit this for a second. Boom. Always good when the wife gets home early from work. But back to it. Silver Age key comic here. Felt the pressure, went and checked on it. And there's a lot of pressure when it comes to DC Comics right now with so much going on, especially with the DCU getting ready to fire off so many little rumors, speculations. One that keeps circulating brought me to this, and this is a Silver Age key, and DC is unique, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But what it is from 1966 House of Mystery, issue number 160, featuring the first Silver Age appearance of none other than Plastic Man. And I got this in a very respectable 7.0 for a very good price. Fantastic cover, looks great. You got the credits on there, and there's the man right there. A new old hero, very unique book, very unique appearance in this book as well, because this is really a dial H for hero book over anything, and Robbie dials in to get some Plastic Man action. So some context to this and why this is a really unique market to shop in for DC Silver Age stuff. But let's first off explain why his first Silver Age appearance is so important. When it comes to DC, so many characters, unlike Marvel, first appeared in the Golden Age. Marvel really got started in the Silver Age, with a few exceptions like Cap and Submariner. But DC really got started in the Golden Age, and most of those books are unobtainium. For example, a little-known book called Police Comics #1 is actually the first appearance of Plastic Man. He dates back to 1941, just a couple short years after the appearance of Superman and the real start to Western comics. And you can see him featured kind of tiny in the little floating head bubble there, along with some other characters, notably Phantom Lady, which come into play later. But that book, in a low grade, according to Key Collector, which can be very subjective, is $3.5 thousand, and a mid grade $11,000. But finding that book and finding it for like a low grade obtainable price is probably even harder than that. I would imagine that book probably goes for more than they have it listed for. Key Collector can be on every now and then, but normally it's really high or really low, as I came to find out through my practice of using it and cross-referencing it with like Cover Price or eBay. But Plastic Man went on to first appear in the Silver Age in that House of Mystery number 60 in 1966, where Robbie Reed dialed H for hero device, transformed him into Plastic Man. A low goes for 25, mid 170, and a high grade for 275. So obviously this one's in between that mid and high grade at a respectable 7.0, and you'll see the price for it here shortly. But why did I feel the pressure to get on this? There's been a lot of rumors and talk about Plastic Man potentially joining the DCU at some point. I know pretty much everyone gets the same rumor. Everyone is potentially joining it at one point or another, but this keeps circulating around X every couple of weeks. I keep seeing it where Ben Schwartz on Playing Plastic Man, he actually put in a statement this time earlier this month saying it would be a dream come true. And that's kind of kind of interesting because we know James Gunn's working on his next project. He was asked specifically, when are you going to write your next movie? A while, soon, very soon. And his response was, I'm doing what I call pre-writing. And I guess that would be the thinking phase. I don't know, the brainstorming, but he's pre-writing. And we know he likes these off the wall heroes. Plastic Man is right up his aisle. We're already seeing multiple characters like Mr. Terrific and Metamorpho in the Superman movie coming out, who were also featured with Plastic Man in this series. The Terrifics, which also featured Phantom Girl right there, who kind of goes back to his first appearance. But it wouldn't be a surprise for me to see James Gunn reach to a character like Plastic Man. Marvel has Mr. Fantastic from the 60s and everything, but DC has Elongated Man, who is a regular in the Flash show, and Plastic Man. The stretchy heroes are kind of their thing, you know, and with it kind of not being done really well yet, it'd be a great opportunity to see a character like this reformed criminal Eel O'Brien Plastic Man with all of his sense of humor and his wackiness be brought into the DCU. It would make a lot of sense. It'd be very on brand. And when it comes to the value of this book and many other Silver Age first appearances of these Golden Age characters, they're definitely sought after. I've got countless first appearance for the Silver Age of numerous JSA characters and other DC characters alike. But talking about undervalued and people just aren't noticing this book yet, despite the talk on it, Cover Price has this thing listed at $145, which is the actual, that's my copy that I bought January 20th, 2025. That's the copy that you just saw listed right there. But notice how there's only 3 other purchases this year for this book in a graded copy. Only 3. Outside of that, there's like 1, 2, 3 purchases in 2024. And it's not a highly sought after character. Plastic Man's one of those characters that everyone seems to enjoy, but no one seems to chase after or collect. He doesn't normally get his ongoing title. He has a mini series going on right now, Plastic Man No More from DC Black Label. Highly recommend if you're not reading it, but people are sleeping on this. And it's kind of been like one of the highlights of being a DC fan. While all these people are getting introduced to comics through the MCU over the past decade, a lot of DC stuff has just really been slept on. So these characters that have been around for nearly 80, 100 years, you can get some fantastic books for your collection for a ridiculously affordable price. This is the 7.0 already graded copy that I got for under $150. You can easily get a raw copy of this for 30, 40 bucks in a readable, respectable copy. That's insane. Because rest assured, when this character pops, if he gets announced in the DCU, this will be the first book people go to. It won't be the Golden Age ones that cost thousands of dollars. Just casual collectors can't get in on that. There's no ground floor. It'll be this book right here. And then Plastic Man #1 that came out shortly after this. And maybe #7 where there's like this kind of is convoluted kind of thing with Golden Age appearance and Silver Age appearance. But it gets convoluted. That's a video for another day. But this will be the one that they go after. For certain, this will be the one that spikes. Too often you see situations where those first appearances become unobtainium, so the market moves to the next book and it absolutely inflates the price. Look at Spider-Man #1 got crazy inflated a few years ago when, you know, that Amazing Fantasy 15 is unobtainable. Frank Miller's Wolverine 1 from a limited series. It's no way, shape, fashion, or form anywhere near Wolverine's first appearance, not even by a mile. But Hulk 181 is very unobtainable for a lot of people. So moving to that first limited series or first ongoing series, there's just another way to attach a key factor to it, so people were drawn to it, and that's fantastic. It keeps the market moving. But this one right now is obtainable, but let something happen. It can easily skyrocket, and I'm hoping that the DCU really gives us some quality films that as fans we can really enjoy and look forward to chasing keys and getting excited about books in our collection to share and show with our friends. And I'm excited to add this one. Plastic Man is the man. He's super funny. Go check out his cartoon. He's been around the block a few times. So that's going to be it for this video. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. What are some slept on keys that you might have picked up here recently or that you're chasing? That would be a fun conversation to have. I appreciate you watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that join button, become a channel member. And until the next time, as always, I'm Mark, but we are Legion.